The children of the ultra-rich that inherit all their wealth, I know a great number of them squander it.
Yes.
But I also know a few examples of some that really made good on those incredible assets that they inherited, and are, very thoughtful, hardworking people.
The Vanderbilts by far did it the worst. They just squandered it in a couple generations. And this is fairly well known now. The first Vanderbilt heir who did not get a trust fund, for whom all the money was dried up, the first person who didn't get any money was Anderson Cooper of CNN. His mother, Gloria Vanderbilt, was the last Vanderbilt who got a big trust fund. And Cooper, I think not coincidentally, is the most successful and probably the happiest Vanderbilt heir in 150 years. And he's talked about this. He was like, I was the first person in my family who had to make a name for himself. The fact that his last name's not Vanderbilt, it's Cooper, and he didn't get any money. He was like, I had to go out and find my own way and find my own identity. Whereas all of his ancestors, their identity was, you're rich from birth. That's your identity. You don't need to go out and make a name for yourself. You don't need to work hard. You don't need to create anything. All you need to do is sit here and spend your money. And it made them miserable. And Cooper was the first person, I'm not saying this is how it's going to work for everyone, but the first person who had to make a name for himself and work for himself was the one who was the most successful and probably the happiest.
Super important concept. Again, incredibly important, I think, because people often will think that because they were born into families that didn't have a lot of money, that somehow they were given the short end of the stick. And in some sense they were, right? I mean, it's one thing to grow up in a world with assets and another world where you don't have assets. But we don't often hear about the downside.
It's hard to have sympathy for a Vanderbilt heir who inherited $400 million on their 18th birthday.